Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not sure if I'm live yet. Oh, hello, everyone. I hope I'm live now because my phone just did something really, really weird. It was telling me I can rotate my phone during my live. Who knew? I think I knew that already. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on my live for those who are jumping on live. And let me know. Drop a comment below whether you're watching me live or whether you're watching the recording. I thought it was high time I checked in and said hello. So, yes, the topic. What did my genetic profiling reveal? So, just to take you back a bit and set the scene, last year I had the great privilege of meeting this amazing friend, or a girl who's become a really good friend, who happens to be a nurse. And Shane actually came across her when he was working in a work placement, and they got chatting about nutrigenomics, which a lot of you know is something I'm into, with oxidative stress, blah blah blah. And she understood it all because she's into genetic profiling. She's actually one of the only qualified genetic profiling people in Newcastle at the moment. So, and we got chatting and connected, had a lot in common, a lot to talk about, and I decided to engage her to do my genetic testing. I'd love to see my genetic profile, see, what do my genes say about me, what's working really well, what's not. For me, one of my things in life is I really struggle to lose weight, and I was always like, I have a low-fat diet and I eat fairly healthy, what's the deal? Well, interestingly enough, my genetic profile actually says I process fats very, very well. But that I tend to hold on to inflammation, which is why I tend to then retain weight. So a whole lot of diet changes to happen there, and I actually need to eat more fats, and of the good fats, more plant fats, and change my whole diet a little bit so that I can get my body firing up in those ways. So what was really interesting though is there's a lot of other markers that I guess it's not with things that weren't working. There's a lot of other things that made sense to me based on my family history. Genes that put me at risk for certain different things, and obviously now that I know they're definitely there, I'm going to be working on ways that I can change the way those genes express themselves. There's things we can do with our diet, things we can add in, and my friend Kaz, actually I'll just give her a shout out, it's Karen, the Mindset Medic, Karen Waters. If you want her details, if you actually want to do any testing yourself ever, let me know, I can pass her details on. It's incredible, and it's so great to find out how your body ticks so that you know what to feed your body so your body can work well for you. So all these things that I'm potentially predisposed to, or have the genes of that are negative, I know there's ways we can change their expression with diet, and I've got her actually coaching me and guiding me on how I can do that. And so that's really fantastic, and I'm actually quite excited to do that over this year. Change my diet. I've got to quit a few things that I really, really love, like caffeine. My body doesn't process caffeine very well, but that's okay, I can deal with that. And I'm really interested to see in a year's time, if I do the profiling again, what's the results going to be. I'd love to see how those the expression of those genes does actually change by the changes in my lifestyle. So watch the space, I'll definitely report back. I'm really excited about that. But on the positive, now a lot of you know, if you know me and you've seen me do lives and you see my posts, I go on about oxidative stress and how bad it is for our bodies, and how oxidative stress is linked to almost every disease and ailment that men can have, from aging, cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, just general tiredness, lack of sleep, every single negative you can go and Google is related to oxidative stress. And we obviously want to do what we can to reduce it. And there's many different things you can do, but obviously I often talk about a product that we have that does help reduce oxidative stress. Now, having not done a genetic profile pre me using this product, I cannot make any claims as to what this product has done, but it's really interesting to note that all my genes that have anything to do with oxidative stress were actually firing really, really well. Like you get green dots, orange dots, and red dots. I had green dots on all my genes that were related to oxidative stress. So that means my body's actually coping with oxidative stress extremely well, which I found really, really interesting. I do wish I'd maybe known about this and had a profile done pre-using any of the stuff that I'm using at the moment. But either way, I'm really excited about that fact, because I know that what I'm doing is working and keeping me healthy and helping those genes express themselves in such a way that it keeps my oxidative stress really, really low. So now I've just got to work on those other ones that aren't firing really well, the ones that were red and orange, and get them working. And I'm really excited about the journey, as I said, the fact that I can actually, I'm not going to go into personal details of what I have, but let's just say, someone who does have, I don't know if you're predisposed to being pre-diabetic, or for cardiac disease, heart disease and stuff, there's things you can actually do and change in your diet, and it's it's what you eat, it's what you put in your body, the vitamins and supplements you take that can actually alter the way those genes express themselves and prevent that manifesting in your life, which is fantastic. Something else really random and exciting for me. Those of you who actually know me and spend time with me know that I'm always cold. Like seriously, I can get in a 30-degree pool and I'm like, this is not warm. And Shane thinks I'm absolutely mad, and he'll have the air conditioner on at 24 and I'm like, can we put the aircon off? And he thinks I'm a nut job. But it turns out that actually the genes to do with the cardiovascular system are actually constricting my cardiovascular system, which is what happens when you're cold. So it doesn't send heat to the extremities of the body, which is it's not a good thing, because it's causes potentially high blood pressure and blah blah blah, but it's actually a thing. So I'm actually justified in being cold all the time, and I'm obviously going to work on what I can do to change that, to try and relax that system, and I guess warm myself up and keep myself healthy. But it is really, really interesting to actually have all the dots joined of various things in my life and my health that I have questioned or thought about and gone, my metabolism doesn't work very well, I'm always cold, I don't lose weight easily. Whatever those things are, there's actually reasons for it, and I now have the tools, or I'm busy gaining the tools on how I can actually modify that. The diet stuff I'm finding quite challenging, because as someone who doesn't do a lot of fat, I now have to incorporate a lot of plant-based fats, coconut oils. I don't like avocado, but apparently that's a good thing, so I might have to learn to like it. Cut back on animal proteins and try and find alternatives. So it's going to be a bit of a journey and a bit of a change. Have to cut wine, very sad, or cut alcohol, and obviously caffeine, but I can have decaf coffee, so that's cool. So I'm definitely going to give it a go for a year for sure. Well, probably for the rest of my life, but I'm going to test it after a year and actually get Kaz to do another profile in 12 months time and actually compare it to this one and see how those genes have actually managed to get themselves fired up by making some minor and sometimes major adjustments to my lifestyle and to my health. So hope you guys will find that interesting. If anybody actually wants Kaz's details, if you're interested in getting your genetic profile tested at all and some results there, just comment below detailed information, personal message me. I'll tag her as well in the post, so you can always message her as well. So it's the Mindset Medic. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me on my live and supporting me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.